Hello gang, Van Ham here, excited to be on the last hurrah of City Skylines, our last playthrough. Really excited to give this a last crack before the next City Skylines 2 comes out in a few months. So that's why we're calling this the Last Hurrah series. So let's delve into what we've got going on. Content manager wise, I've got some color correction stuff, the relight stuff I've got going on. I've got mods in the way of visual mods mostly, and a few traffic controlling mods and some move it so we can move some buildings and roads around as I need. Okay, if you want to know all about my mods and stuff, just drop a message down below or something, and I can potentially put it up on the Steam Workshop for you if you like, if you want to fancy doing a bit of a play along as well. And then I can chat to you about light settings, because it's going to be quite intensive just setting up some of the lighting stuff, and I'll show you that when we get in there. Everything else is pretty much standard across the board. Assets wise, I've got some car park stuff here, and I've got the suburban power lines going on as well. Okay, so that's it for mods and assets. Basically a quick rundown. It's literally just going to be like lighting mods and visual mods and stuff, and I'll show you why when we get in here. Now the game we're going to go new game, and we're going to go the map. It's in this hotels and stuff mods pack, the new hotels and whatever, and we're going to go Emerald Cliffs. Okay, I like the look of the map. It's got all the outside connections. It's got a good suitable building area, that sort of stuff. So that's why I kind of want it. Resources wise, I've got it turned on. They don't run out of resource, because once I put the things down and get everything established, I kind of don't want to have to lift and shift and move. And that's not the style of playthrough we're doing here. We're doing a nice, chilled, relaxed, build something nice that we like playthrough. Okay, so with that being said, last thing we have to do is name this. Now, funnily enough, I could not think of a name, right? So, and generally if I can't think of a name, I look around the room or I look on the desk and see what the first thing that inspires me. Well, funnily enough, it was down to my my motor racing mug that I've got here, my Formula 1 mug, or this lovely jar of peanut butter smooth. That's right, I have a jar of peanut butter on my desk because I like to have a teaspoon now and then as a bit of a snack. And I also give the dog some. I put it on his toys while I'm recording. He loves to. It's a good mental treat for the dog as well, because it put it on his bone, then he chews the bone for a while and he figures out how to get it all off, and keeps him occupied as well and happy. So I'm going with the naming convention, all that run around, just to tell you this, that the peanut butter I'm using is called Bega, is the brand, and it's called Peanut Butter Smooth. So we're going to go Bega. Welcome to the town of Bega. Really? Is it question mark? No, we're going to the town of Bega Smooth. Let's get into the map and have a look what's around. Alright gang, so here we are. This is the birthplace of Bega Smooth, home of the creamiest peanut butter on earth. maybe I'll just try and find a mod that is like a peanut butter factory that's that we can put in place. That'll be really cool. That can be my homework. Your homework is to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. Shamelessly plugging there. No, but my homework will have to be to see if I can find some kind of peanut butter factory. Wouldn't that be cool? Okay, so just a couple of things. You can see the graphics here look pretty good, and I've put as much graphical fidelity and mods and stuff in as I can to spruce the place up and then give it a really natural look. I'm about to slide in a picture from a playthrough I started trying to do. When I started doing this playthrough, I started playing and I looked at it and I was like, I can't play this. It looked like Candy Crush had just thrown up all over the screen. Basically, it was so bright and orange, and so here's the difference between what this looks like and the map I was playing on looks like right now. There's the buildings and stuff there as well, but don't worry about that. But you can just see it's a little bit night and day between what the game actually looks like compared to what it looks like now. So push that one out of the way, get out of here. We're gonna play with this one. All right, so first things first, let's crack into the building. You can let me know what you think down below, and like I said, if you want to get you'll have to just be wary because that's what the water looks like. But the water actually, because it's the edge of the map over here, it just drops off in a blue sky, a bit like Transport Fever. And unfortunately, like the cloud mod just goes like that. It comes into its real play when you're down this low and you're looking out like that. I think it looks fantastic. So we'll leave it like that anyway, because we're going to be playing like down these sorts of levels. So we're never really going to notice it much. All right, enough of that. What we are going to do, team, is start to build. Actually, what I do want to do, I want to bring up, I think it is play it, okay? I want to bring my time of day up to about there. Yeah, I think that's quite good. Right, now a couple of things we're going to do. I'm going to put a roundabout in. We've got to get power, water, and a basis set off. We've got $70,000 to kick off this. We have to get a road in place. Apologies for that. Set there. We're going all sky high. Now, I need to put a roundabout in, but to do that, I have to get just a simple bit of road. Okay, so get that in. Delete that. Right, I'm actually going to kick off with a roundabout. Yes, you know it. For those of you that are new, I use a lot of roundabouts in Transport Fever 2. I like roundabouts. I feel like they're a staple to getting traffic management and getting the flow between one-ways and two-way roads. Or up and down roads, basically. I think I'm going to go about there. Now, this roundabout's not going to be perfect. I do have some tools to help straighten it out. I'll get into more of that later. But basically, I'm going to use this one way here. We're going with regular road just until this roundabout, and then we're going to switch to some dirt roads to save money. I want this tool here, please. We're going to go like this. I suppose we could keep it straight, couldn't we? It's going to upset our roundabout just a touch. But I can well, it's not too bad. Like, I can play with it and fix it. You just give me a chance. I'm going to... also, was that... It was not. Right, we'll just switch those around. Okay, so now we've got our one-ways established. I will take a look at this roundabout like this. We can get this tool here, and I can actually try and just wiggle it just a little bit. Want to see you wiggle it just a little bit. Don't ham. Sorry. That needs to come down like that. That's got that looking better. You can probably bring that back. Push that out. Push that out. That's not too bad. All right. As starting roundabouts go, I'll accept it. Also, no, the roundabout's one way, so that's fine. Okay, so that's our roundabout established. It doesn't have to be perfect because it'll probably get changed up later. We've got to build ourselves a basis, right? So first things first, I think we're going to put a bit of a town out this way, right? We're going to set up a bit of a, like an estate, a housing estate over here with some commercial. And we'll probably just set up a little bit of industrial, and we can slide the industrial up and down here as we go. For power, I'm thinking... 6 megawatts there. We can get 8. We can get 8. No, only 7 there. We can get 8 up here. Okay, well, we're going to go right here first. 8. 8. I'll just get in 2 there, and I'm going to put the water tower up here as well. I'm going to slide the water tower just between them. Okay, makes no difference. It is what it is. We will do it from there. The other thing is I'm going to go with the eco water outlet, okay? We can just go with the simple drain pipe to start with, but I'm not. I'm going to go with the eco to start with. It's a little bit more pollution friendly. Now, in terms of mods, I do have a mod in place that you can see the flow of the river, by the way. Those arrows indicating the flow of the river. So we're going to put it down here because we can always move it later to clean up the water when we need to. And the other thing is, I don't want to run power lines all the way to it, so we can get a nice 7. We can get 7 now. I'm going to take that. Yeah, so that's that established. I'm just going to hook that up to there. Right, that's done. And then we'll hook it up to the water when we need it. Right, so that's that. Now, what I was saying in terms of pollution. So I've got all the pollution on, right? It affects people. The only thing it doesn't affect is when you build your industrial area and the industrial buildings build out, it generally leaves a big smoggy, dirty patch everywhere, and I don't like the look of it. So I've put the mod on to stop the visual pollution. However, the actual pollution is still there that affects people and all that sort of stuff. It still happens, but I'll show you what I mean when the buildings come in place, right? Right, let's start getting a bit of a road established. You can see the cost of a regular road here is $40 per cell, right? Whereas we go to the dirt road, it's half price. It's about $20 per cell. So $20 per cell. So we're going straight with the dirt road, and then we're coming off here, right? So dirt road, give me the straight line. We'll come straight halfway off the roundabout, and we're gonna put a nice. What I want to do early on is set up a nice main road, right? So this will be like the main street, and eventually I'll probably upgrade this to be like a large road. Right, so that's nice and straight, and then we're gonna go straight opposite that here. We're gonna come out to 3. We're going to come out another 3. We're going to come up that one, and then straight out. Exactly like that. That's going to be our industrial estate to start off with. Just nice and out of the way. It's just separated a touch, not too far. We still get like some ordinances and like fire brigade, medical and stuff nearby both towns to try and help out. I say both towns, but I mean both sides. Okay, so our actual estate, we're going to go something organic to kick off with. We might actually follow this way around. Come sort of up this drive here, right? You can see this like mountainy bit just here. That bit of a housing estate. We've got a bit of a hilly area. Oh, I didn't really want that. Damn it. Yeah, I don't want to be having to delete roads too much. Okay, we'll leave that there. That's kind of established nicely up there now. Then we're going to get little offshoots of roads and cul-de-sacs and stuff going on. So much like an actual housing estate. So for you, I'll have you come out 2 again. I might put my straight roads on for this. I'm going to get you coming angled. So you'll be a nice little angled street. But if I can get you parallel. Actually, I will put a curve on there. I do have a mod here. Right. Tunnel. That's the tunnel. Ground forces ground to follow the elevation. Where's the mod? Toggle straight slope, don't follow. I've got to figure out my. It's been a while since I've used these. I used to have a mod where I could click on this end, and click on that end, and it would join them up. And I have to figure out if I've still got the mod there, or I've actually got to figure out my mods anyway. So if we go to that, no, that's bloody hopeless. Yeah, I wish I could find it. That's the bridge. Elevated. Anarchy. Toggle zoning. No, I don't want that. Well, we'll do that shortly. Is this them here? Toggle oh no, that's my bulldozing. I don't need that. Yeah. Okay. It might be up here. Shh. No, okay. I'll figure it out later. For the moment, let's just keep cracking on how we're doing. Right. Generally, it would have given me the best angle, like that mod. So what I'll actually do is I'll get my tool here again, because I don't want that funny shift and looking road just like that. So I'm actually going to get you to come this way for me. right? See, that mod's really good because it takes the guesswork out of having to make your road nice and smooth and round. But basically, that's what I wanted. Okay. Right. I know that seems not much to you guys, but it does to me. I like having that level of ability. And then for this, I'm going to come straight off again. So I want to build off this straight part here. I have made that. That's still straight there. Okay, cool. Right, you still, because I wanted that square to be kind of like straight and square with itself. You're going to there. And then you're going to there, right? And that is our sort of beginner residential area. So we've got some nice curvy sort of roads, and then we've got the nice sort of estate with the angles in it, I think. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if I like it. I might even like add something like this, a little cul-de-sac just in there. But it's, essentially I want to have some parkland areas up in these spots, if you know what I mean. I want to have areas for parkland. And same can be said for here. If we sort of work off a bit of a street here. I kind of want to work off blocks like that. Right, and then we're getting sort of a mirrored look, which I don't really want too much of a mirrored look, so we might change stuff up through there as we go. Right, let's get some piping work in before we lose all of our money. And then we have to start getting some people in as well. Pipes, please. Because we are down to 31,000, and the pipes are going to rinse us just a little bit. And the premise here, I kind of want to follow the roads a little bit when it comes to pipe laying. Now that's not quite the same as the road, but it's not too bad. Okay, up our main road here. We'll follow the main road all the way along. And then we'll follow we'll try and follow the main roads, like main road water service. Right. And what we'll find is that we'll mostly cover it. We'll have to see how that goes, actually. What do we got money-wise? We've got 22,000, so we've got to put a pipe from here. Over to there. Which, actually, we're not actually too far away. Okay, that's not going to follow a road, but I can potentially sort it out later. Alright, so that's water for the town so far. Next is going to be power. So I've got these nice urban power lines here, which I do prefer. I'm going to plug you in just like that, right? And then I'm also going to give you a plug in straight across to here. Right, so hopefully that's going to connect that up. And eventually we should be able to... are you got a high enough reach above... Oh, yeah. You're about the same height as the lights, the road lights. So you should be okay. Okay, so let's start zoning some stuff. I'm going to use this marquee zoning tool to get what I want here. Because I might put in some commercial. Right, so I'm probably going to commercial those two squares. So industrial. And then all this can go industrial, actually, all the way along here. See how that goes for a bit. I'm going to wallop in, because we're keeping this as a bit of a main street, remember? Also, if you would like a street named after you in this area, and eventually we'll open it up to suburbs and districts that we can name after people as well, make sure you subscribed and drop a comment down in the comment section below. Say, hey Ham, I'd love Main Street. I'd love Howard Street renamed as me, or I'd love Hickory Street named after me, you know, that kind of stuff, and happy to sort of oblige, right? So for instance, my little dog is Hank, so I would just call this Hank Star Lord, because that's his middle name. Way. Hank Star Lord Way. Okay. Yeah, something like that. All right. So if you'd like that, let me know in the comments section below. I'm probably going to change it. I'm probably not going to have Hank Starlord Way. I might turn it into a bit of a boulevard or something, because this essentially is what I want to make as the main street. So another cool thing that I've got in here is with that move it tool is I can actually I'll make you a 3. I can actually move buildings around where I want them. So I don't know if I actually want you that close. I'm going to avoid having things right around roundabouts and just after the main sort of intersection and road sections. So I'm just being a little bit wary on that. Let's do something like that. Like that. Now, the argument could be made that I'm not using we can hit play as well. Let's hit play and get things going. I'm not using the land to the best that I can for making money. Am I worried? No. Should I be? Potentially. I'm going to put a corner store, not there. I'll put a corner store here and here. You know, like when you're a kid and your parents say, go down and get me some milk from the corner store. Maybe not. Maybe that's just what used to happen to me. But hey, Ham, go down and get us a jar of peanut butter from the corner store. And I'd go down and I'd get a bag of lollies. Because I've got a bag of lollies. Don't start singing, buddy. What I want to do, I want to do some fun kind of builds eventually as well. Right, we've got some people moving in. Let's hit the turbos. See if we can start getting some money back here, because we're down to our last legs, basically. And I might play with the ordinances later. I think we need to reach Little Hamlet first before we can do that. I like these little squares for making them into corner stores. And I like having little corner stores in suburb areas too. I'm actually happy if you see what you can make out of that, AI. We've got some lovely homes going in there now. It's a very overcast day here. People are moving in. I'm going to have to turn this bloody chirper off or whatever it's called. Can I do that now? Settings. Or just turn it down. Options. Is it under gameplay? Where are you, chirper? Am I just not saying? I auto open chirper message. Okay, you can sit up there, chirper, but stop blowing, blooding all the time. I'll turn you back on another time so we can see what's going on. What you'll find is when we get some nice building mods, we'll get some nice decoration mods, and I'll probably end up getting some vehicle mods too to bring them vehicles up and looking. We'll actually end up just looking really good with our town, I think, and we'll get it looking a little bit more realistic than usual. But you can see, look, the dynamic clouds make it just stand out so much more, I think. Right, we've got some music coming in. Oh, you beauty. I do love the City Skylines music. I'll be interested to see if the new music or the new game has the same music or different music or similar or not. Lovely. There's a problem. I've got a bit of a problem here with my lighting. This is the only trouble is with this stuff I've got going on. It tends to make these billboards super bright, and I have no way of fixing that. Please connect your city to a highway. People can move in. Friendo, I hate to tell you, you are connected to a motorway. We're all connected. Has anyone seen my grandma? I left my window open by accident. Hashtag elderly. That'll be me one day. So let's do a couple of things like this. So we've got the nice urban suburban area, but we've got these lovely little corner stores and burger joints going in here. What I can actually do is I can move them myself And you start to get this lovely little effect, right? You there, I could actually move you down here, but I'm happy for you to sit up in this corner. That. Yeah, leave that. Let's go down here and check these. So this is our main street, our boulevard that we'll probably end up calling it. Things like this, I'm going to merge up. Ones like this, I might actually spin it so it's a bit more like that. And I'll probably end up painting stuff up too. That can go here like such. Might even spin that one too. Sure. Okay. They're a little close. They're a touch close. Who was telling me cars couldn't get in? Looks like there's cars coming into me. Yeah, so the brightness, I just need to get the brightness sorted out because it is a little bit in your face with how overcast it probably is. Oh, our little town's coming along, gang. Right, so we're screaming out for more industrial. We can help you out there, friends. If you want to be spending more money in my city, you can have it. You can have all of that. As for residential, let's keep the corner stores coming in here. We won't do it at every corner. You can have all of that. Okay. Although, in fact, I'm going to leave that in case I want to put a little park out there or something. I have a real... I love just plotting parks into this game. We can have a smaller house in here, sure. See what you make of that. We'll like start extending you up this way. I'm going to make you a 3. I'm going to make you a 3, and I'm going to make you a 4. You'll be the envy of these two houses next to you. Right, still want more residential. That's okay. I'm going to hold off from putting residential on the main road. I'm wary. I might keep this for a clinic. The clinic might just reach over there nicely, or we can have it. I don't want it. I don't want things too close to the roundabout. That's the trouble. And I'm trying to be a little bit meticulous with how I place in case I want to put little roads out or connection points or how I'm going to decorate stuff as well. Look, that's already taken there. I wouldn't mind leaving a spot there in case I want to get some sort of park or pathway connection in through there. It's all gonna... It may not look like it now, but it'll all pay out down the track when it comes to that. So let me know down below, are you excited for this series? What do you think of the visual mods? Do you like the look of it? I happen to really like it. We've got the turbos on. What do you need? You need more residential. They're crying out. They want to live here, gang. They want to live with us. Do you blame them? All right, we're going to go there. Let's crank all these up here then, actually. I think... I'm going to put a school here, I think. Leaving a gap here in case we want the park to connect up from this way and into there and up there. And vice versa. If we're going to have a school here, we want some parklands up and through here. So, if that's being said, I'm actually going to take that back. And the parkland might be able to come out through that way. Or we put it in here and we bring it out through this way. Yeah, that'll be heaps better out that way. All right, well, we're in the pot. We're starting to make money again, so that's a positive. Really, if you're going to start the game, honestly, it makes no difference if you're using dirt roads early on. Just use the dirt roads. They are half the price, friendos. So by now, we would be pretty much down to $0 because we will have spent it all on road work. And honestly, when we're making lots of money later, the roadworks can come into it then. I'm going to put your block like that. Like I said, though, we can we can lift and shift houses and move them around how we want them. So, if I want this house to sit more like this, right, I can do that. You know what I mean? Set them back just a touch, right? Neighbors. Right, okay. Do lots of stuff. Really great function. Love it. Absolutely love it. All right, how are we looking here? We've got a busy little street. The other thing I can potentially, because we're probably going to be putting a school out here, one thing I do want to look at, and I want to show you guys, is the car park function, which is this one here. So we've got 22 meter parking lot, we've got a 40 meter, we've got a 58 meter, and we've got 16 meter parking lot service roads. Okay, pretty cool. What we actually do with these, because I'm going to wallop a school in here, and then there's going to be a park there, because we've got a bit of commerce going on here as well. And the thing we want to avoid, you see a lot of these cars start parking up like that. Let's have a look at what we can do here. Right, we can start doing that, even though it turned out our bloody hill a little bit. All right, can you give me something like that? Yes. Okay. Right. So there you go. We've got, even though it'll look better once the road's not dirt, obviously. But what I'll show you here, people are using it as a thoroughfare. Good on you, people. But basically, we can do things like this now. So I'll go with the disabled first, hey? So we can actually put the disabled ones here. And because there's going to be a school here, I'm going to put them on both sides. Then we can get our spots, and they're pretty good. You can fix where you want them to start with, and then you can actually put them in, like, they'll sort of snap into places you need them. Now, I'm going to go... Oh, what's going on there? Control X to unlock, by the way. That was not letting me do what I want to do. And I'll put it... I'm actually going to put a electric... one there. Okay, for people that want to charge with their electrics. And that's basically the car park mods I've got, right? Oh, look at that. Instantly we've got a pennies that's dropped in. All right, that's going to get people excited. And look, the park will come off that and go down there. That's fine, because we're going to have the school in here, right? Like I was saying. How now, brown cow? I did want to figure out some ways. I've really got to get my head back around this whole now what's that? That's the toolbox. Here we go, the toolbox. Slope objects, tied to terrain. Here's some of the things I'm looking for before. Not exactly what I'm looking for, but these are some of the tools I was looking for. That's actually good to know. We've got a bit of a gas station here. What I'm going to do, move that gas station a little bit. Be more suited to, actually it is better there. I'd love to paint that up. Don't think I have the mods for painting and stuff yet. Poppable Rico Revisited. No, I don't want that. I think it's under here, but we don't have it unlocked yet. It's totally fine. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it just yet. We can do it all later. That's a really tiny gas station. Dino oil. I love that it is basically, we use fossilized fuels. Dino oil. Come on, what are we after? Oh, residential. Right, my bad. Too busy doing other stuff. So I'm going to keep this as a bit more commercial. What we will do, though, I'm happy to put... No, I'm not. Let's go you two there. Leaving that. Right. Leaving a gap through here. We've still got all these ones around the back here. I'm going to leave. Potentially we might put a street out here. Do something out there. I don't know what yet. I'm just going to leave a gap regardless. We can get some people living up on this hillside. Be quite nice. See what they make of that. If they... I'm happy for them to dig it down and chunk out the earth like that. It'll look really nice. Yeah, that'll be quite nice, I think. Now, we might end up splitting up something to go up this way. I don't know yet as well. What am I going to do with this? Well, we could start to look at that now. We are making pretty decent money. I'm determined to get to the first milestone before this episode's over. I want to go... I kind of want to keep going straight here. I thought I'd broken the game, but it was Little Hamlet gang. So we now have the ability for taxes, loans, garbage, healthcare, and education. And these are all the lovely little buildings we get to go with it. Plus, I think we got a little bit of money, did we? I think we got a little cash surplus as well. I thought it used to tell you how much you got, but maybe not. Cool. Excellent. Well done to us. Look out. Bega Smooth is on the rise. All right, we're going to put in some... Let's just go slower here. Oh, we are on play. I was going to say let's go slower, but we are, Ham. We are going slow. I want to get a nice sort of parallel road with that. Perfect. That's exactly what I want. How do you want to do that? Well, I'm going to do it like this. Yes, that's nice. What about this road up here? I'm actually going to leave that separate, and it's probably going to come further around like that. Yeah, I'm actually quite happy with that. Okay, I want to put in the medical, right? We're just going to put in a medical clinic. Not the pretty one, just a pretty substandard one. I said I was going to put it on the main street here. Because it's going to get the best coverage for everywhere, is it? Yep, bang. I'm actually going to just shift it a touch down here. Touch, okay. Now, arguably, I could put a car park next to it as well, which probably is not a bad idea. I may end up doing that, but I'm going to get the school in now as well. For starters, we could get in this one here. Do I want it, or do I want like a proper... what's this? This is a community school. It's $12,000. That one's $10,000. That one's 10. Oh, we'll go with the $10,000 one. And once again, I want to go with the older style. Bit like that, right? Yes, everyone's happy. I know. Happy, happy, joy, joy. I'm going to kind of move it like that. In fact, we probably could have put a car park at the back here. Yeah, I think it'll be fine there. Okay, we've still got 13,000 left. What we're going to need to get is garbage disposal in. Landfill cost is 4,000. It's not the most desirable building on the planet, especially if the first thing you're seeing is a tip as you drive into the place. Typical tip from Ham. Typical trash gameplay. and all other trash related puns. I'm going to tuck you up. I'm going to tuck you up here. Keeping a nice straight road. However, we are going to take you to there. Right? And the tip will be out here. Because we won't have a tip forever. We'll end up tipping it out into a recycling plant and so on. You get it? You got it? Good? Right. Okay, so we got tip. We've got the basics down pat for the people. We've got a school. We don't have a fire department. Now, famously, Josh, Ford Gaming, you will see him around in chat and stuff, and he's a member at the moment. So thanks, Josh, for all your support that you've shown throughout the years as well. Last time we played the Skylines, ironically, would always set my town on fire. He didn't really, but inadvertently, he would make a comment about something being on fire in the live streams, and then I'd turn around and literally a town would be on fire. So it's quite funny. Ladies and gentlemen, that's been episode 1 of City Skylines. I hope you have enjoyed it today. As much as I have enjoyed kicking things off. I've had a bit of a nightmare trying to get the visuals sorted out. It is not as easy as you think, so if you do have questions, queries, comments, or even hints, tips, tricks, I'm happy to hear them, happy to talk to you about them, and we can try and nut it out together and get your game looking. I like this look. It looks a bit more natural, and you can see here, you can see just with the trees and the shading, the lighting, it may look a touch darker, but just the actual like the color is not just like Candy Crush just threw up all over your screen basically. So yeah, anyway, we'll probably, like I said, put more mods in, visual mods that are things like realistic vehicles and buildings and stuff like that. I don't want to put too many game changing things in, but I do want to have a really nice playthrough graphically on the last playthrough that we do. And before we actually get to see the beautiful, pretty visuals of the new game that comes out. Anyway, plenty more of these to come along. If you did like the video, please consider leaving a like. And if you haven't already, hey, come and subscribe. I'm going backwards in the subscriber count, people. I need to go forwards. Okay. Stay safe wherever you are. Stay glued to your screen. And as always, get out of here.